What's up guys, it's Rinku and welcome back to ScapeCraft. So, it's actually been a while, and that is because I made so many episodes in the beginning and I haven't explored anything I haven't already explored, but I have been grinding my ass off on levels. You can see my levels on my right, so we can now wear that rune helmet, and that is unfortunately the only rune item we have because I have not been able to get runite. It's very... I don't even know if you can get ingots from the bandit boss, but I think you can, and I've killed a couple times and nothing, and it's actually pretty hard to farm him. But you may notice some bows and some logs, but we'll go over that in a bit, and that is because I haven't really... Well, I mean, are they in the game? Who knows? You just have to watch to find out, I guess. I'm sure if you're watching this, you already know, but... yeah, there have been some updates. There's new shops, there's new tree locations, and there's possibly a new tree. So, if you didn't tell already, my woodcutting is 59, and 60 is what you need for use. And keep in mind, I cut willows until, I cut normal trees until 58, and then I went to a new location. So before we even get into that, let's at least be able to cut yews. And also, we're at the sheep shearer location, and there have been added these trees. I should probably have my hatchet out, and these are strong oaks. Now this is what we can find in Varrock, but they've been added in a lot more locations. And there we go, 60 wood cutting. That's all I need. I don't even need to pick it up. And now I can officially cut yews. Now I just wanted to show that off because these weren't here before, and also I mentioned how cutting normal trees is way easier for EXP at the moment, and they're definitely going to address this. So hopefully eventually cutting normal trees will not be the fastest experience. It should be like trees like that and stuff. So those trees should be useful at some point, and I also hope that there's probably going to be more of those coming around. But so I guess let's just go over here to the yew tree, and trust me, I am super excited. I mean, I saved it all for this video, but I have not cut down a single yew tree in my life in this game. Literally, this is what I've been grinding for the past week for, and there's no magic trees at the moment, so this is going to be the best tree and logs, and I'm probably going to be able to tell on the GE now that a couple people actually play. That looks like a strong oak. Yeah, so there we go. So there's more strong oaks added, but that does not. This is an official yew tree. I don't even have inventory space. Let's get rid of the fishing rod. I'm pretty sure it does not work right now. I've tried several times. We'll go over that also again later, but a yew tree, I've never fucking cut this yew tree before. I've never cut any yew tree. I'm so excited. Let's see how much experience gives me. Like 170, I think, like 175 or something. That's a pretty good, decent amount of experience. It's just as slow as all the other ones. It's really awesome. It'd probably be the best experience if there was a lot like next to each other. I don't know if there's any like in Edgeville. We don't have members areas, so there's no like Sears Village. That would be OP. But there is one there. I think there's two next to each other over here. I want to say we saw the ones in Falador, I think, so there's also more strong oaks. I think that's a yew. No, is that a strong oak? Yeah, that's a strong oak, I think. Wait, no, that's a strong oak. This is a yew. I'm dumb. The dark, okay, it's just weird because like I'm sure they'll probably be changed, but I think the yews are all supposed to be like the same super long thing, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, that's a yew. Alright, so there's two yews right here. I don't know if that's intentional, but I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. So, I mean, behind Lumbridge is probably a good spot to woodcut then, once you finally get to 60. So, now that we got that out of the way, there's a couple things I want to show you in this game. So there are new shops, and it is available to get fish pies now, which you could always get from killing the bandit boss, but now we can make by buying fish, and I'll show that off a little bit later. And also, I of course farmed the green dragon for all adamant stuff, and whenever anything adamant breaks, I go back to him. I've actually had to restock like my entire inventory once, but I have an addy of bow tools. I found that this is a drop. I don't know why I have that, but I just have it. And then a full set, and then I still have my same rune helmet that I got. I have never got another one, even though I killed those actually a while. So I don't think I'll be getting another one until I'm 70 mining, and even then, getting that much rune, holy shit. So, yeah, and I think that's my improvement. I actually have not done much mining, but now that I got wood cutting out of the way, and there is no better tree to cut, I actually won't be power leveling it anymore, and I'll focus on mining. And at 60 mining, we get adamant, and we also get access to the mining guild, which could change everything. So I also found another mine, which I'll be going over in this episode too, actually just a few minutes ago. I looked on the map and I'm like, hey, I forgot to go there. So we'll be checking that out. I'm gonna meet you guys. I'm pretty much gonna show you guys where I trained my woodcutting from 58 to what it was before I started recording. And also, I believe they're adding a requirement, or they're making it like a woodcutting guild kind of. It's not a guild, but a woodcutting resource dungeon. And I believe the requirement is 55 woodcutting, so technically I should already have the requirement anyways, and I went there at 58, so I'll explain more why I'm explaining this in 2 seconds, and I'll stop saying explain in 2 seconds. Oh my god. Alright guys, so we are in the dungeon. We're in Edgeville Dungeon, and I'm running for my life. So, I've kind of got it mapped out. Now, there is the, like, I think the wilderness location, and there's not much there. But basically, if you run straight down, and you kind of get the feel for this dungeon, you'll eventually find that, and you just kind of continue going, wrapping around it, and you'll find this, and this goes into where the moss giants are. And I think there's even more scorpions. And then you can eventually come across this. And there is a scorpion, or, oh, no. I think there's some over there. Oh, there's one. Let's just quickly kill this. Oh my god, there's two. Get the hell out of here. Get out of here. Thank you. Okay, so, now, right now it's blocked off with glass. But eventually, it's going to have a woodcutting barrier that requires a certain level of woodcutting, just like the mining guild does. I believe the block is made, or is being made, but it's obviously not in place really quick. And keep in mind, I was teleported in there, so I guess I was okay to go in there, and there's the moss giants. But I just happened to go out, and they put this barrier here, and I was like, huh. But me being the sneaky bastard I am, I found out you can just break it and click through it, so it works. We are officially here. I'm sure by the time you guys are watching this, it's gonna require a level or something and be fixed by then. But here is the beautiful secret garden, and you can see this is the only location where maples are, and it was made for pretty much the maples until we get paid to play locations. It may even stay forever, who knows. But this place is really cool, and there's also willows. There's 3 willows, which is the same amount in Draenor currently. So, of course, all of this may change later down the road, but right now it's a really good place to actually train. You just hit all 3 maples, which is really good experience, the best experience up till you, and hit all 3 willows. And willows are actually very close to normal tree experience. So I'm pretty sure maples and yews would be more beneficial to chop than normals at all times because of the EXP rates. However, willows obviously are not, but when you're in the secret garden, obviously it is to make an entire run. Do all 6, AFK for a few minutes to play RuneScape, do all 6. It's pretty simple, good experience, and awesome. And again, I think this is going to have a 55 requirement, but who really knows? If you really want to know exactly what it is, then go on the wiki, and I'm sure I'll have it updated with all the information currently, and yeah, that's pretty awesome. So if you guys want to see something else that's really awesome, I've been getting into the factions actually, and yeah, so when I'm not, like, I've kind of almost run out of things to do. So I mean, you can see I have 50 combat. I don't have any reason to get any higher. I have 60 wood cutting. I now no longer have any reason to get any higher, and mining is a bitch, and I will get it done eventually. But when I'm not leveling mining, I can now go to my home, and yes, I already created a home in my faction world thing. Actually, we're gonna go to Lumbridge, and I'm actually gonna cut to all the lodestones because I wanna, what? There we go. I'm sorry, I'll be right back. Alright guys, I ended up going to Lumbridge, and that is because instead of going to the tutorial island, instead of teleporting home, I'm actually gonna show you all the factions and how you actually get to mine so you can actually find it. So there are a bunch of factions here, and I didn't really know what everything was at first, so I learned that all the factions are on one square map, and that these teleporters are actually in proximity, just like the same distance away from each other. And I guess there's 8 teleporters, so there's four that are like on a corner, and there's 4 that are in the middle, if you can imagine that. So one giant square in the middle of nowhere with a solid thing. And so yeah, I thought they were all actually different worlds, so you can actually run from one to the other, and you can see all the buildings no matter which one you teleport to. But obviously, it's a quick way to get around everything. So there's Bronze 1, Bronze 2, all of these, and some of them already have stuff, and you can actually claim land right around like the border of the stuff. So yeah, basically originally I was gonna go to Rune 1 because I'm like, hell yeah, it's badass. Rune is like the best thing, and 1 is like better than 2, and I'm like, totally. But what I actually ended up doing was I wanted to conquer everything around, because this other guy did something funny where he made a dirt wall around everything, and I'll probably end up showing you guys if I can figure out which one it was. But he almost walled out the entire area, but in the rules you can't wall out every area, so he left one blank, and I'm like, that's a pretty good idea. I'm gonna do the same thing, but not like trap people or like kill them. I won't be like aggressive, but it'd be cool having a wall around like the thing just by owning the stuff. So I actually went into my own, and I went to Bronze 2 because it had no territory around the teleport, which is what I wanted. And you guys can see what I did. Now, who knows if this is going to be here in the future, or what mods think of it, because they didn't like the idea of the other person doing it, but at the same time it was okay because he got rid of one of the blocks. So here we are. Here's the teleporter. I think it looks nice. I don't even care. So I claimed literally every single land around here on my faction, and I found these blocks in one of the mods for the server, the guy that codes, and is the only guy that I think actively codes at the moment, Mroth, and he literally had stacks and stacks of yew leaves, and I'm like, hell yeah, I want some yew leaves. I don't know why yew in particular, but he did have a gigantic yew tree outside of his house. Maybe I'll show you guys that too. And I just, like, it seemed like, because first of all, his location was not protected because he hasn't played this game. He hasn't logged in and claimed his faction in over 30 days. So I figured it was okay to take some, and I'm sure, I mean, you can't even get this in game, so I'm sure he can spawn in some more if he wants to, because I don't know where the hell he got this in the first place, but I think it's sick. I'm sure it was just so he could build his tree, or maybe back then you could get the leaves. I don't really know. I could try to, like, so a lot of the factions are abandoned because they haven't been touched in 30 days and you can break stuff. We could actually try to go looting, but it seems like someone else already has looted all the stuff. But I could try to show you some structures that are left. There's not that much, but just to show you guys, I own 16, every chunk I own is 16 by 16, so I own from this block over to 16 out, and I own the entire area, but just one chunk. So after 16 out on any of these walls, I don't own it anymore, but I'll probably eventually put outer walls maybe, and around here, I'm gonna add a ton of like helpful things, probably, like maybe even like guides for maxing and leveling skills, and also chests with stuff for my faction. And yeah, I think I'll pretty much leave this pathway open. And another thing about this teleport in particular, and this is why I'm going to keep this entirely open, I just have this here for now for me to use. My home is set for here, I'm going to move it over there, so I'm going to move this ship out of the way, so that way this is a fully fledged pathway. But if you can see on my map, for some reason, there are like dark spots, and I have no idea why, but it literally has a path, and it goes all the way to Mroth's house, and he lives a fucking long distance away, so I'm not going to show you me walking it, but that's where I originally got all these leaves, and it's pretty cool, and I figured that this is probably the coolest lodestone and no one owned around it, so I'm like, hell yeah, I'll take over. So I don't want, like, I definitely don't want my faction to be like an evil faction or anything, and I don't intend on trapping anyone ever, so I'm sure we're fine here. But if anyone ever wants to join, it's the faction maxed, and you can see in my name when I type. All you have to do is pretty much message me. I mean, I have to invite you, I guess, and you can message me in Discord or in game if I'm online, and I'll invite anyone that wants to join. The idea of max is that I want to show and help people and recruit people that are trying to max, you know, to like get like the best stuff and progress end game, because that's what we're trying to develop, is an end game for this game. So I think that's cool, and also because I'm an elitist and I fucking try to max everything, so it's not required to max to join. Obviously, you just gotta be able to play. You know, play once every 30 days, and you can join. Because I think I have to keep the thing alive. So I will just literally follow this path, and I might as well show you the giant tree he built, and maybe I'll take you around these factions for a little bit before I show you some other cool stuff actually in the world. But yeah, I'll be right back. Alright guys, so when you finally get to the end of the path, this is what I found, and obviously this isn't supposed to be broken, but he doesn't own it at the moment. Maybe, hopefully he will before this episode comes out. I'll have to tell him about this, but... So, this guy, so I might as well just show you guys this. This guy has played recently, and I saw him, and he randomly gave me stacks of, like, adamant, mithril, iron, and like I eventually actually put it in a chest, and some new guy took it, and he actually died and rage quit, so I'm sure it's gone by now. It was a weird chain of events, and I haven't seen him since. It was some new guy, I saw him for one day, and that's what happened. So, but anyways, back to the story, sorry. This guy who gave me the stuff, actually, I guess, I didn't know this again, but he went around to every single location that wasn't claimed, because the claims, disappear after 30 days if you don't log in, and then obviously if you do, it just stays claimed. But yeah, he has looted and pillaged everything that doesn't have a claim on it, which is pretty much everything except for like 2 people that, including me, that just started playing recently. So but it does say that you could possibly get your stuff back if you message them, if you've like played this game back then. But if you're new, you don't have to worry, just claim your shit and don't quit if you don't want to quit. And also, here's the tree I was talking about. So I found all those blocks. He still has a couple left. I didn't take every single one, but I took a good amount because I figured he could just get them back if he really wanted to. And yeah, it looks like he was using it for his own tree. Now I could break this tree too, but I'm not going to, so don't worry. It is very beautiful, and it almost makes me wonder if there's something inside the tree, you know? But I'm sure there's not. It just looks like aesthetic, so it is very aesthetic as fuck. If any of you guys want to see the rest of the fashion land, if you want me to show you what was pillaged or what's left out there, let me know in the comments, and I could make a video only on that. I could add it to another video, but honestly, I don't think I'm gonna add any of that unless someone wants it, because at the moment there's not too much exciting stuff, and I've seen a lot, like the dragons. There's no dragons out here, so there's not that crazy insane stuff, I don't think. But yeah, for just for this episode, I'm definitely not gonna go over anymore, and I want to show you some other stuff actually in the normal RuneScape world. So I will be right back as I head to a new location. Alright guys, we're back, and we're at Port Sarim Lodestone, and I actually, for the longest time, did not know it was right next to the lodestone. I would walk that way, and then walk back, and then walk, and like, at lodestone, walk that way, walk back. I was literally retarded, but right here is the fishery. So this is a shop that has been added recently because I asked for well, fish pie, and there was no way to make it, and the bandit drops like literally never dropped it. So we officially, I'll go up to it, I'm sorry. I was like purposely walking away from it, but so you can buy 4 raw fish for 400, 5 salmon for 300, clownfish, which is useless, pufferfish, which is for some vanilla potion, basically useless. You can't even make it right now unless you like, well, you could loot factions that had old items, but that's that. But so I should go over what's actually useful. Is the salmon. I guess you can cook it and eat it. I haven't confirmed that, but I'm pretty sure you can. I'm pretty sure. So it's just like basic food. I don't know if it's better than steak. I have to test that. If it is better than steak, well then I might stock up on it. But on the same side, steak is hella free, so I don't think I will. Thank you very much. However, raw fish is what you need to make fish pie, and just like any other pie, you just need this to make it. But this is the only place you can get fish. So 4 for 400, so 100 per pie. Pretty pricey, but it is the best food in the game. I mean, it's super useful, way better than meat pie if you're gonna fight the bandit, or something where you literally have to run at all times, because literally after one food they hit you, so you might as well use fish pie. I always died with meat pie because they would hit 5 damage before I could even eat another one. It was really difficult, so I figured I'd show you guys that. And our next location, where I thought I was actually going to originally, is that way, but I figured to show you guys this first, so be right back. Alright guys, so we're back, and we're at the crafting guild, and I don't know how I overlooked this place. Probably because like there is no crafting, maybe. No, I'm just kidding, but this place is actually beautiful, but the reason we're here is not for crafting, because there is no crafting, but for the mining. And man, this mining spot is actually pretty good. I don't think anything really respawns fast here, so it'd be pretty hard to like farm it unless you were like actually playing RuneScape. If you're actually playing RuneScape and did this on the side, yeah, you could probably farm this place, but it does give, I think, 1,600 experience for one run, which is really, really, really good. But yeah, again, I mean, iron already takes a while. I'm sure redstone's a lot longer. Gold is pretty long. Coal is, I don't know if coal's longer than iron. I mean, it requires a higher mining level. So I would be safe to say that it's at least long. I mean, I know it's longer than copper and tin, so that says something. And copper and tin, I don't think there's a single location where you can mine copper and tin where there's no downtime, meaning like there's no time where they're not all like loading. So there's really nothing I think you can farm. So this would be really good for a mining run to come over here and do this. I will eventually test routes and stuff, and also put all the locations of all the mining things on the wiki with how much stuff they are. And maybe eventually I'll figure out the best way to level mining, but for now, I mean, you just gotta go with what you think is good, I guess. But yeah, this place is very nice. I figured I'd show this off. Also, the redstone can be used in the faction area, which I just was, so I guess I found the use for that. And yeah, I got that blue cobble on the cooldown. I was just at Port Sarim, so hell yeah. So I think there's a few other things I want to show you. But yeah, I guess I'll see you guys at the next location. Alright guys, so another shop that was added was this, and this is one that I think we came here a while ago. I don't know if I actually showed this off or not. I think I did. But really quickly, this was where it said we buy wood, but there was no wood shop, and I mentioned like there's literally nowhere for me to sell my wood. So there is now a place for you to buy and sell oak, buy and sell strong oak if you're not a woodcutter, and buy and sell willow if you're not a good woodcutter. But you can also sell maple and yew for pretty much bank. So one yew log is worth $10. You have to sell it in twos, and 2 maple logs 15. So I should really say 2 yew log is 20, but I just think so. I like to think per log, but I don't want to say 7.5 for 2. So I was a little confused. But anyways, actually, oh shit, I think I put my yew log somewhere. Like the yew logs look like oak logs, so I think I put my yew logs away into my oak, and I wasn't gonna sell them anyway, so don't worry. I will be making a ton of yew bows to replace all these maple ones, but I have been using these maples ever since these logs came out because they're so cool. I'm sorry. So I like the whole red thing and like the color and stuff of those. But anyways, I want to see how much we can get for 2 stacks of maple and 2 stacks of willow to really show off how much money you can make from woodcutting now, because before the only way you can really make money, for me anyways, was to like mine tin, copper, and coal. So let's sell, and I'll be right back. Actually, oh shit, I didn't even... Money. 1974, so you can do the math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 80, so let's just say 1900. Let's see how much I get after this. That's an estimate, but go easy on me. Alright guys, so we're back, and I think I made about 1400, which is pretty good. I sold 2 stacks of each, and they weren't even complete 64 stacks. Like the second stack was not all the way there, but we still made really decent profit. And imagine what you could do with like an inventory full of yew or maple logs. That would just be ridiculous. And so yeah, any of the shops and stuff in the future will be on the wiki, and at any time you can see where I'm at in any of my videos with the map by looking at my coordinates in the map. So if you're like, where is this, I want to go there too, you can just like look up on the map and compare coordinates, or you could just like wiki it and, you know, use knowledge and other stuff that's smarticle. And yeah, I've been recording for a while, I think, for this episode, and I think we're actually getting good content out. Actually, I think by the next episode we'll probably have ran out of stuff to do, I think. I mean, who really knows? Maybe I'll get a friend to join me after that, but I definitely want to show off my mining level and stuff when I get there. So for now, I'm gonna take you to I'm gonna take you to 2 more locations. So be right back. Alright, and while the song is still playing, we're at Port Sarim again once more to go to Cromjon. Cromjon? Isn't it? Cromjaw? I don't know, maybe this is official. No, I'm kidding, I'm pretty sure it's not. But I just want to show you guys the boat, because I'm pretty sure last time I literally swam there like a peasant. So yeah, there's a button. So button. Alright, we're here, and you're probably wondering why I'm here, but if you just really want to find out, then wait 2 more seconds and I will skip me running south a very long distance. Alright guys, I increased my render distance a little bit because I turned it to 4 a while ago, and I wanted to show you guys some more trees, so I turned it back to 8. Man, does this view look amazing. We are on top of the volcano, and we came to the volcano once in the past, but we did not find anything because I'm very dumb, and you guys probably knew that. So we are finally back on top of the volcano under the planets to go into this dungeon. And I told you guys we were going to dungeons, and I don't think the Edgeville thing really counted because I didn't fight anything, so I'm risking a ton of stuff, but that's because I've been here. Now keep in mind, if all my stuff goes in lava, it's gone forever. I've died here and lost all my Addy stuff before. I'm not gonna let that happen. If it does, it's on camera. I just want to show it off, and I'll get out really quickly. But we have bows, we have tons of arrows. You can see how amazing this place is. There's even a bridge over there, I think. It is very awesome down here. This is literally the entire volcano. And you can see the enemies are already spawning, so I am not sure. I am legit not sure if there's anything behind them, because last time I tried to pass them, I kind of died. And because there's so many here this time, I can guarantee I'm not gonna find out today, but I just want to show you guys this location. Now these are the same things I killed for my rune helmet, and are they gonna follow me up? They're gonna go behind me. Damn. So anyways, I just want to show you guys where these are, because 1, I missed them. I didn't even know that they were here, and 2, they give good experience, and they were like probably the best loot. I mean, unless the bandit drops, the bandit bosses drops a lot more stuff that I haven't found out about. But these guys can drop rune full helmets, which is what I literally am wearing, and it's the best armor piece and only rune item I have. So that definitely says something, and it's worthwhile checking out. Someday when I'm brave, or actually remember to bank everything that's actually useful to me, maybe I'll just run naked. I'll probably run through here, and I'll definitely do it with a friend someday on camera if there is stuff over there. But I'm pretty sure there's not much here other than these fuckers. Fuck you, man. Get the fuck out of here. So I'm not gonna bother with them. I'll see you guys at my last location, which isn't very important, in a second. But I hope you guys have enjoyed watching so far, and let me know if you guys want me to explore this, because if you guys really want to see it, I'll do it immediately. But it's very fucking scary, so I'll leave it there. Alright guys, so we're finally back. This is the end of the episode, guys, but we're at Dork's Anvil, and it got me thinking a while ago. They actually included a lot of the dungeons and stuff underground that I wouldn't have thought about into the game. Almost all the free-to-play stuff is actually here. I didn't realize how much they did underground, but I was thinking about the Dork's quest and like the Blurite, and there actually is a dungeon next to Dork stuff, and oh my gosh, it was kind of scary. Holy shit, holy shit. So there is a dungeon down here, and I figured I'd show it off really quickly. But I have to warn you, there is no Blurite or actually any mine at all, so I'm sure it'll be changed. And actually, I'm going into this almost knowing that probably by the time this is going to be uploaded, it may or probably is changed. But I wanted to show it off before there's anything here, and there's nothing in there. There's people following me, I can kill them pretty easily. But was the ice cavern. So there's bandits, there's goblins. You can train combat down here already, but I just wanted to show you guys how beautiful this fucking place is. It is just amazing. I don't know, it is. We're just gonna go over here, and now this might look like all dandy, and here's some ice, but this is the true pleasure. This is the most beautiful thing I've seen in Minecraft in a long time. This is actually ice. I don't know what the difference between the two ices is. I don't know if I'm a Minecraft noob or if that's something custom. It's probably just Minecraft noob, but holy shit, is this place sacred and almighty. If I could set a teleport anywhere, I would set it here and just chill here until people found me and like talk here, because it's such an amazing place. It is so nice. The only thing is, I'm sure eventually it's gonna have ice giants, ice knights, and Blurite and a mine. And it's not going to be very safe here. It's going to be probably very dangerous if that ends up happening. But and it does look like you can see like stuff built underwater. But this place is just so amazing, I had to show it to you guys. So, if you guys liked the video, then give me a like. If you guys have any suggestions or want to see anything in particular, let me know. I am kind of running out of things to do. I'm going to be training mining almost all the time on the server, I think. I have locations that I want to see. I've already promised you guys things like Draenor Mansion, I'll have to revisit. The Black Knight's Fortress, which we never went into, I don't know how in-depth it is. And select other locations. I can't really think of anything off the top of my head that I haven't gone to. But I also want to go to the mining guild at 60 mining. So that is cool. And also, I think, so we were talking about woodcutting and the resource guild that we were in, and how I think it might be required level 55. However, they also confirmed that maybe in the future that there will also be a resource dungeon for used and magics for an extremely high woodcutting requirement, which would be really cool. I don't know if it would be like 65 or even higher than magic requirement or what it would be, but I guess you'd have to stay tuned for more information or just look it up, I guess. So yeah, I guess that's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye. Fuck. Every time. Every time.